open the door when it's on, there's a little button here. It's going to push air down, so it'll keep bugs and dust out of the kitchen. So every time you open this door, you're going to hear it come down, and it's going to be kind of a barrier. So we have one here, and we have one over here. So you can manually turn it off. There's a little switch up in here. You can turn it off, or right now I think he's put some tape on there so it doesn't go on every time. And that's to keep it clean in the kitchen.
Eric, you want to show them the light switch? Larry, the light switch?
The light switches? So they're, these light switches, you can work manually. We have another set of light switches. So, hey Casey, perfect guy. So this is the electrician. You run over just again the light.
Most of the time, actually, you're not even going to have to touch the switches because I have motion detectors in the ceilings that when you walk in, the motion detectors are going to come on. Okay. If they're not coming on, you've got the 4 switches. If the blue light is on, that means the light is on. Okay. So you can just go through and hit each one, and or if it's nice and light and you want to just work this way without the fluorescent lighting, you just leave them off like this. Okay. But if you just leave them on like this, don't touch them. You walk out. 20 minutes later, no motion, lights are just going to go off. Next person that walks in, they're going to come on.
Is there a night light that stays on in the kitchen all night long?
Every one of these with the red light next to it, there's one here, one there, and then one back over there. Those stay on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Is there a reason for that?
What's that?
Is there a reason for that?
You have to have egress lighting. It's just
Safety.
what the plans call for. So, and then these are also emergency lights. So if the power goes out, they're going to come on. They got batteries in them.
The red light.
The ones with the red lights, yeah. So, the toggle switch is for the outside. There's 2 outside lights, one right up here, and then one right outside there. They're also on photocells. So if you leave this on, the photocells would turn them off during the day and turn them on at night. So if these lights aren't working outside the doors, come over and hit this switch and turn them on. Okay?
Do these lights require special light bulbs?
Just whatever light bulbs you want to put in there.
Well, we missed one.
There's one, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to get with Mike, yeah, to put one of those in. I only put in what I had on my truck. I wasn't providing those ones. So. And then the same thing over in this area too. There's light switches that you shouldn't really have to touch them. This is where the light switch is. But again, this is controlled. If you walk out, don't turn off the switches. The motion detectors will turn them off.
So we could just finish up and just walk out.
You can just walk out. Yeah, but if you walk in and they're not coming on, then hit the switches. So, and then they also have a feature, it's called a walkthrough feature. So if you're coming in that door and then you're going to go out that door, lights are going to turn on. And if it doesn't continue to detect motion, it's going to go off in 30 seconds instead of stay on for 20 minutes. So,
Yeah, that's what happened when I walked in one time. The lights turned on and then I couldn't figure it out why, you know. The lights turned on.
yeah, no, it's all motion detected.
It turns on.
But the hood you have to turn on manually and turn off manually. So, and then you got to make sure you turn on both switches. If you're cooking, you know, you have to turn on the exhaust fan. You can't just turn on the lights. It's not good. You got to turn on the exhaust. It's gonna get smoky in here. Yeah.
But you can turn on the fan, but not the, you don't.
Yeah, if you don't want the lights, you don't have to turn on the lights. That's why we put 2 separate switches. There is no smoke alarm. It's just if there's the fire stuff that might went through with the hood, that's the only smoke. Is there any smoke alarms on this?
Do we need it?
I don't think we do.
Must not.
Requirement.
That's manual.
There is sprinkler systems. So if there is a fire and the sprinkler system goes off, then the alarm goes off. Then the fire department's automatically.
You're not the right person to ask this question, but you know the whole system above the kitchen stove there, has that all been tested someplace else and then brought in here, and therefore we can be assured that it's going to work when we need it?
The Ansel, the exhaust, the fire. Yeah. They actually they did a test. So the fire department came out and they put balloons on there, but they don't put the goop in there that makes it go off. They just put air in the system, and so they pull the handle, and then the compressed air fills these balloons, and then it shows that it is all coming through there. Yeah.
Oh, that's
so and then the electrical. Yeah, and then the electrical dies in there too. So once that system goes off, the electrical is cut to the ovens and to the lights and all that at the same time.
Thank you.
So Casey, there's no smoke alarm, but there's a fire alarm. Is that what you said earlier?
And the fire.
There's
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I don't think there's no smoke. It's just there is no smoke alarm.
So if someone leave a pot on the stove and forgot to turn it off, and let's say there's not a whole lot of stuff in there, it'll just start to get, crispy and then start smoldering, but nothing will go off at that point.
I do not know why there's no smoke alarms in that.
We can put in our own smoke alarm for that matter. That's a good point.
But
That's
they didn't
true.
require them, so.
Okay.
But I think that's a good point though. We do little things. It doesn't turn to be the huge fires.
Right.